Awakening. Aaron woke up one morning feeling strange because he opened his eyes before the usual bell rang, and this had never happened before in his life, not once, because everyone in the city always woke up at the same time every day. And as he lay quietly in bed, he saw a soft light coming through the curtains and heard nothing at all. No voices, no footsteps, no music. And beside him, Lena was still sleeping peacefully, which felt wrong because they always woke up together. So Aaron slowly sat up, looked at the clock, and saw it was 6:40, and his heart began to beat faster because the clock was never supposed to show that time. And he tried to remember any other morning like this, but his mind felt heavy and slow, as if it did not want to remember. So he stood up carefully, walked to the window, and opened the curtains to see the city outside. And the streets were completely empty. The buildings were clean and white, the air looked still, and there was no sound at all. And for the first time in many years, Aaron felt something new growing inside him, something like fear mixed with excitement. And he sat on the chair near the table and waited, thinking and thinking until the bell finally rang at 8 o'clock. And only then Lena opened her eyes, smiled, and said good morning, like it was just another perfect day. But when Aaron told her he had been awake for more than an hour, she laughed and said it must have been a dream, because nobody woke up early and nobody wanted to wake up early. And she told him not to think about strange things and to get ready for breakfast. And as they walked through the long white corridors, Aaron noticed that every door looked the same and every person smiled in the same calm way. And in the dining hall, everyone ate the same food as always, soft bread with sweet paste and a smooth drink. And Lena said she loved it and could eat it every day forever. But Aaron suddenly realized that he could not remember the last time he had felt hungry. And when he asked Lena about hunger, she looked confused and said nobody wanted to feel hungry. And that answer stayed in his mind like a small stone, because he also noticed there were no babies or small children anywhere, only adults and older children. And when he quietly threw his food into the bin, nobody noticed, nobody cared. And as he walked away, a guide named Samuel smiled at him and asked if everything was fine. And although Samuel's voice was kind, Aaron felt uncomfortable because he realized that guides were always watching, always helping, and always appearing when someone asked too many questions. So instead of going to his class, Aaron walked down a corridor he had never used before and found a gray door that was locked, which shocked him because nothing in the city was ever locked. And when Samuel appeared again and told him the door was not for residents, Aaron felt anger rise inside him for the first time in years. And before he could stop himself, he demanded answers. But instead of answers, there was a sharp sound and darkness. And when Aaron woke up again, he was in a small gray room with hard walls and no windows. And a woman named Mara told him he was outside the city. And slowly, carefully, she explained the truth, that the world outside had changed many years ago, that machines had taken most jobs, that millions of people were unemployed, angry, hungry, and fighting, and that governments had built peaceful cities like this one to keep people calm and controlled, using drugs in food to remove hunger, pain, and memory. And as Mara listened, memories returned to him in pieces, of working, of losing his job, of seeing an advertisement for a long, cheap holiday, of arriving at the city and slowly forgetting everything, including time, money, and choice. And when Mara told him he could choose now to return to the city and forget everything again, or to stay outside and live a hard but real life, Aaron thought of Lena, of her smile, of her calm happiness, and of how she would never wake up unless something changed. And that night he dreamed of noise, struggle, and freedom. And when morning came, he made his choice, not because it was easy, but because it was true. And as he stepped forward into the real world, knowing it would be difficult and painful, he felt something he had not felt for many years, something no drug could erase, and that feeling was being truly awake.